R. Kelly approach you at one point?
He did, actually, a few times. But yeah, he did.
I remember I even asked Aaron when I interviewed him about the similarities between him and R. Kelly in terms of the presentation, the singing style, and so forth.
Right.
I forgot what the answer was, but basically R. Kelly respected him, is what Aaron said.
He did.
What was the situation with you and R. Kelly?
Okay, so a few times R. Kelly called him and I was there present and he put the phone on, I was listening. And he used to cry to Aaron, which is oddly strange. Yes.
R. Kelly used to cry to Aaron Hall.
I swear to you.
I didn't see this one coming.
And I guess they had some type of bond, weird bond, because Aaron didn't really like him, but, it's just weird. But he would tell him things that was happening to him as well in this industry and how he was losing himself and stuff like that. And Aaron could relate. And he apologized for taking his image, that he was kind of influenced to do that.
Yeah.
It wasn't, his thing that he wanted to take, So later it was like 19, I was either I'm trying to think, Freaknik or Daytona Beach, one of those. I met him again, R. Kelly, and he pulled up and was like, we need to do a song together. It would be controversial. Let's do this. And at first I was like, yeah, that would be great, I didn't know who he was. Like,
Really?
I knew who he was as an artist, but I didn't know behind the scenes who he was.
Okay, but he was a huge artist at this point.
Of course.
It's R. Kelly.
Exactly. So I'm excited.
Multi-generational talent. I mean,
Right.
essentially the biggest talent since Michael Jackson.
That's right. Exactly.
And you said no to doing a song with him, being inspiring?
No, I said yes.
Oh, you said yes?
Yeah,
But then what
I
happened?
said, of course. So we didn't do it right then and there because it's an event. He said, call me. So we started calling each other. At the time, he had a studio in Orlando, and I was living in Broward. So he's like, come up here. It was a house studio. And he was like, come, let's record. I'm driving by myself up. So when I pull up, someone comes out to the car, and he goes, once you go in, anything goes. And I said, what do you mean by that? He says, once you go in, you can't say no. So whatever he says to do, you do. And I'm like, he just wanted me to know those are the rules. So I sat in my car and was like, I can't do that. I can't fathom that. What am I gonna walk into and what am I gonna go through? And I already been through so much for a song, I can't do that. So I went home, I drove right the fuck home. I said, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that happened a lot in this industry, that they give you ultimatums to be in a movie, to do this, to do that. I mean, men go through it too, because I've heard horror stories from other men as well. So they don't just do it to women.
Were you surprised years later what happened to R. Kelly? I mean, first the sex tape.
Yeah.
They came out, he beat that, but then after surviving R. Kelly, more came out, and ultimately he's in prison, probably for life at this point.
No, I don't. It doesn't surprise me. A lot of them feel like they're untouchable. Like I said, it's so. It feels like to them it's natural. They do it every day. They do it all day. I mean, didn't I read that even during the beginning of the trial or the accusations of Diddy, he was still having,
Free cuffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I interviewed one of the guys that was doing it with him.
So
yeah.
what I'm saying is that they're so consumed with the sex, they're so consumed with the drugs, they're consumed with the partying, that they see no wrong in that, I don't know, but yeah. I don't, yeah, R. Kelly, yeah.